back to my channel. I am here to do a small project, a zine. I am part of the collaboration of Teri's Crafty Christmas, and I'm so excited that I was invited in, and it's hosted by Teri and Nathalie and Teri of Sweet Pea Papers, and I'm going to have all of that information in the description below. And Nathalie from LineDotArrow. So anyways, I'm just coming in for a real quick one. My brain is still a little foggy because I'm still recuperating from that nasty little bout of COVID that I had. But I thought I wanted to get involved, and I thought, well, it's time for me to do a little thing. So this is what I did, and I didn't set my timer, but I'm not going to worry about that today. So this is the zine, short form for a magazine, which I only discovered these, not that long ago. And I tell you, I love these because they come together so quickly, and they're so very easy to do. And so I thought I would make one with you because I just like to make them. And this is going to go into, I'm working on a little journal. Isn't that cute? I'm working on a little journal, and I love this Santa and his little bug. And I thought this would be a really cute idea to go into that little thing. So I've got some of my stuff cut out already, and I chose this paper to go on my inside and do my decorations because I love collaged papers and it makes it so easy to decorate. So I'm going to put that one there. This here is going to be our base. And I know that some kits include the collaged papers to make a zine, but you can do it with any paper. So just quickly, we just take and do this. I just like to, you're going to have to manipulate these pages a little bit, but that's okay. What doesn't quite work, you just trim off or ink and it'll be fine. Oops, see, almost, there we go. And then these ones here, you just take and fold to the center, like so. And then this one, you do the same thing, fold it to the center. And there we go. Easy peasy. So then I just take and give it a little bit of coaxing before I cut it. Sometimes that's what we all need, a little coaxing, right? My actual video that I will be doing for the collaboration is actually on the 23rd, and I have something very fun in mind. I haven't taped it yet, just or videoed it yet, just in case somebody else comes up with the same idea. So once you have it kind of manipulated and folded and whatnot, and you find your scissors, I seem to lose those a lot. So then you just take and, let's see if this side is easier. This side might be easier to see where I'm cutting. You can see on my fold lines, and I'm going to cut from here to here. You know what, it's even hard for me to see. So let's just take and ink this a little bit. Then I can see. And you can see and I can see. There we go. There, look at that. Perfect. Okay. And then you just take and make your little X out of it when it wants to push them together. Come on now. There we go, there we go, there we go. I call it a little X. And then I just kind of hold it up. And then this is where you're going to have to manipulate your pages to make sure that they're going to go where you want them to go before you glue anything in. I wanted to actually set the timer because I wanted to see if you can actually make one of these in 30 minutes. Because I think you can. They come together very quickly. And now because you're not using any design paper, you don't have to pick a cover because you're going to make your own cover. Okay. I'm just going to... I think this really goes together very nicely. It wants to fold, it wants to stay. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to, I want a pocket up top. So I'm going to glue this here, and I can see that that just doesn't want to go together just quite right. So we're just going to, before we do any gluing, there we go. Okay, so I am going to, because I want this to be my top pocket, and then I want this to be a side one. So I'm just going to go right along here and just carry on my glue. And because I'm just using copy paper, nothing thick, it's just regular printer paper, photocopy paper, whatever you want to call it, the regular 20 whatever pound. Okay, so now we have those ones done. Now this one here, I want this one to be the top pocket. See, top pocket, and then the side pocket, so I'm going to do that same thing. I'm just going to, everything lines up pretty good, yep. So we're just going to take and do some glue in here and some glue in here. That's okay, I don't mind that. I can trim that off or ink it and it'll be fine. Okay, so let's just make sure, number one, get my glue back on here because this thing, it's at the stage now that it wants to keep ripping out of there and it's annoying. Okay, so before everything dries completely, we're just going to give it one last convincing of where we want it to go. And there we go. Now the fun part. I like rounded corners, and I just, on these ones, I either use this guy here or this one. And I'm going to use this one here today. So are you guys following along with this collaboration? There's so many great ideas. It's a lot of fun. And there's going to be some amazing prizes at the end too. Excuse me. And hopefully there'll be some ideas for some quick and easy last minute Christmas presents, gifts that you can make to give away. Okay, and then I'm going to ink. And these kits are so beautiful, and there's 2 of them plus a lot of freebies. Now today is also going to be, not freebies, challenge papers, sorry. Today is going to be a new challenge with new challenge papers. I'm excited to see. Last week it was the shaker tag. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she's got up her sleeve for us today. And you don't have to ink. I like the inking. I especially like it on this paper because I think it gives it really that aged look, even though we know it's not aged, it's not old, but it's fun. I like to make things look old. I can finish it. If I've missed something, I can finish inking it up later. So, let's see what we got here. I'll get rid of that for now. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. When I'm talking, my throat gets very dry. Now, I would like to use this guy in here, but he's just too big. But wouldn't he look cool there? Oh. Can we just cut off his little... I think we just cut off a little piece here. What do you think? Or cut off a little bit of the tail. You know what? Let's do it. No, I ran these through the scan and cut, but my mat is lacking the stickiness, so it moves just a smidge, and then I get that little line around there, and I don't like that. So I either have to give my mat a good washing, I guess, and hope for the best, or buy a new mat. I know some people I've seen where you can use washi tape on there, but boy, if that rolls up and gets caught in there, I don't want that to happen. Okay, so if we just take in, I think we're going to lose a little bit of the tail. I think that's what we're going to do, just a smidgen so that it fits on there, because you know, I just want to use Santa. Oh, I think that looks okay. And I know, shouldn't do that on top of there, should we? No, don't do that on top of there. So, do that over here. I know, it might take a little longer. It doesn't take long to make the zine, but it does take a little while to get it all decorated up the way you want it. Okay. But they're so cute, and they're such a nice little addition to a journal, or just a little thank you gift too. It could be just a little gift on its own. You could put some little papers in there. We'll make it look like a little writing notebook. Oh, let's see. Oh, just that little bit there. Okay, Santa, just you won't feel a thing, Santa, I promise. Okay, I'm just going to. There we go. That didn't hurt at all, did it, Santa? See what I mean by my glue doing that? Oh, so annoying. So then what I do, I have my little tray of all the things that I've cut out. And I should probably, but a Noel. What a Noel. I like that. Ink that up a little bit. And because I don't have cheesecloth, which is what I would use as a rule, I need to go make a stop at the store or something. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to maybe do this. Let's put a little bit of this lace. Ooh, that'd be pretty there too. Oh, look at that. No, just stick to the plan. So we just stick to the plan. If we just do a little bit like that, give it a little bit of oomph, 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 oomph. Okay. So we're just going to take about that much. Let's get some of this glue off of here so we can close the... Oh my goodness. This glue is so expensive, you don't want to waste any. And yes, it just works fine to put fabric on too. Not a lot, like I do it for lace, but little lacy trims like this, but if I was doing something major, I wouldn't use that glue. There we go. We're just going to cover those antlers just a smidge. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to just take more of that glue. It's blooping out. And just going to put that like that. Let's give it a little. It just gives us a little something, right? Okay, that's while we do that. Get that glue everywhere. Maybe we'll just, instead of putting this on straight, let's put it on a little crooked. No, I'll put it this way. Let's do this. See, at least with this stuff, you get a little more wiggle room. There. That looks better. I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. So, let's see. What are we going to do in here? This is where I like to just take, because sometimes I put pockets in here and whatnot, but I'm not going to do that this time. I didn't do it in the other one, because I think what I did the other one was I just made it that you can write here, and just did a few little designs on this side. So it's more like a magazine, right? A mini magazine. Like it's, oops, don't use that. A little mini magazine. So then I just take and I'm going to say, this is where my fold is here. I want it to be right about here, because I'm going to make this my little design here. And we're just going to make sure that we're somewhat straight. Is it perfect? No. But we live in a junk journal world where things don't have to be perfect. And we're just going to take it right about there. And then we straight, somewhat. There we go. And then I'm just going to take and ink this. So I sure hope that you've been checking out all the other got the hiccups down, collaborators, and giving them a like and a comment, and even a subscribe would be awesome, because it really helps the channels, and it helps the content providers know what you guys like and what you want to see. And it makes us happy too. And I know when I get a new subscriber, I'm so excited. I think when this bottle of glue is finally empty, I think I'm going to have to take and clean this tip completely before I put in any more glue. Boy, before it was bubbling over and now you can't get it out. There we go. Because that's going to keep blipping out now. Oh my goodness. I'm shaky. I'm shaky. I can't get this in the hole. All right, get in there. Oh, come on. There. My glue's going to be dry by the time I get that in there. Okay. And we're just going to put that like so. And then what if we take one of our little stockings here. Let's do that. I like that. That still gives some room to, oh no, wait a minute. Oh yeah. There we go. Still gives us room to write in there. And instead of playing around with that glue, I'm just going to use this stuff. This stuff is behaving more, and I don't have to worry about trying to fit the little pin in there. There, okay. So let's see, what are we going to do for our next little piece? Well, look at that. I like that. Okay, let's do that. And I just need to put that like that. And a little inking. Kind of looks like it just fits right in there, doesn't it? Like so. And then maybe on this one. I have this cute little poinsettia here. Yeah, I kind of like that there. I think I'm using some of the, I know I'm using kit, and I think I'm using some of the freebies as well. Sorry, I can't get used to that, the challenge papers. I'm using some of the challenge papers. I really got to get that drilled into my little brain. There. Maybe once we get this all decorated, we will do a few fun things to that. Okay, well, I think it's time to put Santa in there, don't you think? Okay, yeah, let's put Santa in there. My supervisor is sleeping in his little bed right beside me here, doing his job ever so perfectly. Okay, and then I think we're just going to put that right about there. Okay, and we'll ink that up. Maybe that's where we should put the stocking now, so Santa can find the stocking. He knows where our stocking is. He can fill it with some peace and love and joy. I'd be happy with that. Oops. Oh, you know, let me put a top here like it's hanging. That makes better sense, yeah. Let's get that little glue eraser out of there because I got a little bit of glue there. There, like that. Okay, we are down to the last page here. And so I'm just going to take this because this is what we have here. And I want that poinsettia up there. Let me get you out of the way. And so. Oh, I forgot to ink it, didn't I? Oh well. Looks okay without being inked too. Okay, so let's just put this glue on here for now. And I want to go back to this page here, this one here, and I want to, because I am into my stickles, and this is the diamond one. I've had this for ever, but I just want to make this little poinsettia come to life. I give it a little, see, look at that, just ever so lightly, just a little hint of something pretty. Okay, let's put this aside and let this dry. Well, no, first of all, let's measure our tags. And I brought out some tags. Where did I do them? Here they are. Let's see. What I thought. These are the tags I kind of chose to do something with. And so we need 2 tags, and we need 2 journaling cards, I call them, to go in there. So I just want to make sure that this is going to fit. Let's see, where are you? Right here, okay. Okay, so that one fits. And then this one here, I have a fun little idea with this one. First of all, make sure it fits. Oh, yes, it does. Okay, so those will be our 2 tall ones. And I don't think this guy is going to fit in there. No. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just do this. Well, yes, it could. Okay, so we can use that one. And then I wanted to see if one of these guys would fit. Or, look at, just adorable. Just adorable. Does this one fit here? Yes, it does. Okay. So those are what we're going to use. These ones will, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep that one. Just hold on. Okay, I'm keeping that one. Okay, so those are the ones we're going to use. Okay. Oh, now I have this. These ones don't take much to pretty up, do they? So I'm just going to, I'm going to ink these up. This one here, we're going to do this. Like so. And this one we already have. Okay, so let's do some gluing, and then off camera I am going to stitch around these because I do like the stitched around look. So what I'm going to do with this one is I am just going to go here and then here, and I am going to do this because I'm going to make this one a stuffed tag. Oh, I did that all wrong. I should have. Oh well, too late. Mental note, if you're going to do a stuffed tag and you're going to sew around them, maybe you should do that before you glue them together. Because if you glue them together, you glue them together and stitch around, well, then you got problems, don't you? So I am just going to take and do it like so, I think. I'll figure that out. And then this one here, I'm just going to glue it all together. Oh, does that fit in there? No. I'm just going to glue this one all together. So, and this one here, I'm just going to glue it all together too. I am going to sew these off camera and then come back and decorate them with you. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I did decide to take this apart and sew around the edge and then glue it back together again, because that was bothering me, because I had a plan for that. And so I've stitched around everything, and while I was off screen I decided to put a backing on here because I wanted the stitches to show. And then here I was playing with my machine, and I discovered that my machine will do this tiny little one. And I went, oh, I didn't know it did that. Learn something new, right? Learn something new. So, excuse me. I like to just take and push these down a bit, so they seem to. I don't know if it does any good or not. I don't know. It's just something that I do. I guess I could have done that off screen too, couldn't I have? Yes, I could have. Oh well, I didn't. And we're just going to take and cut that little string off. Thread. And my fingers from inking. That's okay, because we're going to ink some more. Alrighty, so I'm going to take and I'm going to do some eyelets here. My handy dandy little tool. Oh, we're just going to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now this guy here, the paper that I use is this stuff. And so sometimes I get that in there, and well, you know, that's okay. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to not put a hole in this one because this is going to be my side. Okay, so we need 4 eyelets. Well, let's find our eyelets. Now these don't have to be, backed. I like to back them, but because they're just going through some thin stuff, and they're not, there's no pressure going to be on them, so I'm not going to back them. I'm not going to put the little, what do you call it? Maybe a washer. I don't know. Is that what you call it? Look how this is how I do it all the time. I bundle everything up. This is my handy dandy tool for getting that apart where I had already glued and decided that I wanted to change that. So we're just going to quickly pop these in here. This is probably one of my most used tools. I love this thing. I tried to do the one when I first started in this. I got the one where you had to take the little hammer and punch it. And well, that just didn't work for me. I was terrible at it. It takes skill. Okay, so now this one here is going to be just strictly for decoration, because this little guy, I need to find a little piece that I can use as a tab on it. And I think that would work nice if I would have not, if I would have sewn this in, wouldn't it? Oh well, I didn't, so oh well. This is just a piece of scrap that I had left over. And we're going to make this go in here. And I want to make sure that I have enough sticking through here. Yes, okay, so we're just going to take and I'm going to round these edges just because rounding them just to me gives them just a little bit of, I don't know. Doesn't look like you just stuck a piece of paper on there. And then we'll ink it up. End up with everything right there again. When I'm working on a large project, I start out with a beautiful clear desk, and I end up with a little piece like this. Okay, so I am going to use this. And we're going to put a little, it doesn't have to be much because it's not. We're just going to put this over the edge like so, and we're going to let that stick out about like that. I think that should be good. And I think we have a little word here somewhere. A little reindeer. Do you want reindeer on there? I don't think reindeer is really. But if we can't find another little one like that, I might just use the reindeer and call it done. What we got here? Yeah, what is it? Oh. Mistletoe. Oh, let's use mistletoe. Let's use mistletoe. I'm just going to trim this off. We're just going to use just the slightest little bit of glue. This is overkill, I know, but I don't want to fight with that. I don't want to fight with that other glue bottle. I'm done fighting with it. There, okay. Make sure there's no glue sticking out. But that thumb of mine looks terrible, doesn't it? Get in there. There we go. And we can't have it sticking out too much. Now this here is just some lace that not lace, satin that I bought, and I washed it. Well, I wet it, and then I just balled it all up and put it together, and then I cut my strips, and then I hold it like this, I wet it again, and then I get this. And it was very inexpensive, but effective. Okay, so we are going to just take, you can see my tag was a little, it got a little damaged. The glue did not want to let go. It was doing its job. But you know what? It adds to the character of the tag, and I'm okay with that. Oop. Don't do that. Don't pull so hard. I have 2 pieces in there. Did I have 2 pieces? I don't know what the heck that was. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, okay, so number 1. And then we have this one here is going to be number 2. And so I'm going to use this piece here. I better use this one, this end, because that one end is little, it's the sewn edge. It's a little harder to get through there. we should do a little something, something. Trim some of that off. We don't need it to be that long. There. Okay. I think we need to put something. As beautiful as this is, I think we just need to do something. Something. Oh, you know, there is in here somewhere. There is a 25. I wonder if I can find that. Oh, here, you know what? Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll use this one. With that. Okay, let's do that. Okay. And I don't want to put anything on there, underneath there, because this is going into a pocket and I don't want it to get too bulky. Just going to do that. So there's one. And then this one is going to be a side as well. And what I did here was I had some numbers that I didn't print properly and they cut off. So what I've been doing with these, because they don't need to be wasted, is I've been making little tabs out of them. Because they make a cool little tag. No, not tag, tab. Oh my goodness. It's time for me to have my second cup of coffee. But I wanted to get this done. I do have another little project coming up before my actual day. On there. And so we're going to glue this one on here. I'm not going to do anything to that one except, I wonder if I can, well, maybe. What if we did, let's made a little red point set in. That looks cute, eh? Okay. Oop, oop. If I used one of these guys, which I have, I wouldn't get such dark fingers. But that would make it easy. And why would I want to do something like that? That's crazy talk. I do like this one though. This one's just a makeup blender from the Dollar Tree. I really like it. It works very well. Okay. We're just going to, there we go. And then we're just going to get this guy. If you have any hints on how to make my brother cutting mat sticky again, you can put it in the comments. I would welcome that. There we go. And I would put, like I said, I would put something in behind there, but I don't want to make it, I don't want it to be too bulky. Okay, so let's go back to our zine. I'll put the glue on here. And back to our little zine here. Our little, look at that, isn't that pretty? Okay, so we are going to, let's see. We're going to put, let's hope for the best here. Drum roll, please. And yes, it does. Woohoo! There we go. a little surprise tag in there. And like so. And then put this in here. I hope this fits in here. Did I try? Yeah, I tried it, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. Like so. And then we'll put this one in the back. It's going down here. There we go. See, once you put your tags in there, it bulks up a bit. So that's why you just don't want to put too much bulky stuff in there. And there we go. This is so cute. I just love these things. Okay, so now we need to put something, make a closure of some sort, right? And what I did last time was I took this and a piece of scrap cardstock. So I'm just going to do this. That's what I use everything. So this is on cardstock. And I'm just going to cut these beauties out. And I think we're going to just go, I don't know, do we want that? Well, maybe we do want that thick. We want you to be kind of in there a little bit more, though, if I can get you in there a little bit. There we go. Will you still close? No? Right. There. Okay. Well, that's where you're going to stick. Okay. Then that's where you're going to stick. Okay. So we're going to make our little thing go around. We're going to let it include it. So we're just going to give it a cut here. And then we're going to, we don't really need it that thick, but it's a straight piece, and we're just going to work with it as is. Okay. So then we're just going to glue our piece on there. Oh, I really want, oh, that'd be kind of cool. I'm not going off camera again, but that'd be nice to sew it. And I don't think you want to look at a blank screen while I'm on there sewing. Oh, we should put it this way maybe. Does it matter? No. I like it all, but I want to keep my reindeer there because I think I can find use for it. Cut that. Ooh, hard to see the line for white on white under a bright light. That a little bit right here. Okay. And we're just going to take around these edges. I see a little white here. Inking may or may not take care of, but we're just going to trim that off. And we're going to use, I don't think, honestly, you're not going to see these rounded edges because I put that thing over top of it. So why am I even doing this? I don't know. Why am I even doing that? I don't know. So I'm just going to you're not going to see those edges, so we don't worry about them. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Oh, excuse me. This thing would just not go away. And my throat is very dry. Now, you know, I don't particularly like that sticking out that far. So you know what we're going to do? Because I don't like that sticking out that far, I'm just going to take and trim this back a bit. Excuse me. Because it's glued together, you'll never know that I did that. Well, you'll know because you saw me, but... There, I like that better. Okay, and so we just want to leave enough. I like to put the overhang on it so that it's good and solid and it's going to be glued together well. But we want to leave it. Oh, look at the end. Just neat. I like that. I like that. Okay. So we're just going to put some glue here, about here. And then we're, oh, you see, I see what's happening here. Okay, get back. We have to glue that down a little bit better. Okay. We're just going to do that like so. Okay. I'm just going to glue that, hold that in place a little bit. And then we have to find something that we're going to put over top of this. And I think maybe one of these little ornament. That would be cool. Or, oh, how about her? How about her? Okay, that's okay. That's okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to make this go a little bit more over our way into the middle. There we go. I love paper. Love working with paper. Wow, this here I saw, this just needs a little bit of convincing to stick here. We're just going to spread that glue a little bit so it doesn't gush out. And there we go. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just going to ink this little lady up. So cute. There we go. We're going to ship it all the way on there, pretty much. Okay, so we're just going to stay away from just the very tip. Okay. And there we go. Okay, we're just going to put her right about there. That's right about in the middle. Oh, isn't she so cute? Okay, you go there. You can go there. Let's get you back in place. There we go. And we're just going to look. Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Alrighty, so that is it for today. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love the zine. And when you're putting these in your journals, make sure you make a nice thick pocket so it slips in there nicely. Alrighty, so thank you very much for watching. And I hope that if you like what you see, maybe you give it a thumbs up, maybe a comment. I love comments, and I read each and every one and answer to each and every one. And make sure you watch Nathalie's video today with a new challenge and new challenge papers. I'm sure it's going to be so much fun. Thank you, and have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.